Hello, family and friends. We finally got a chance to get some mulch down to get these weeds under control, and it looks good. And you don't have to water as much. So, to me, mulch does three things: it looks good, you don't have to water as much, and it keeps the weeds under control. And I'm glad that we had the chance to do this. It's been a busy week, and the weeds started trying to take over, but we jumped on out there and got it done. I was able to get some of it, get some footage, and I'm glad to take you along on this journey. Hope you enjoy. We're getting rid of the last of the weeds, and Janice is out here with her trusty claw. I got to get me one of those because they really do a good job getting the last few weeds out of here, and they're coming up pretty easy because this soil has been amended with garden soil, potting soil, and we have some organic matter in here, and some slow release fertilizer. See, that kicks in every time you water. Look at that pot, beautiful. See, I was gonna use a bleach wipe on this. Think it'll work?
Yeah, it's up on the um shelf.
Putting the fine tune on this bed and getting it ready for mulch. That mulch is gonna be nice over here. It's gonna make the colors pop. And we have some on your left Mandeville in here. Down here we have some sun patience. We have the vincas here. Well, this is a sun patient. You can see that the leaves are serrated. I'll come in close next time I look at that. We have the silver falls hanging over the pot. This is going to be our new trailer that we're going to be using a lot in future pots. We have some easy breezy lobularia in there, and the polka dot vincas, a nice flag. And out beside the house, see, we're going to take these ivies, no, oh, excuse me, irises, and separate them and spread them along the bottom of the house. We have our summer crush hydrangeas, and this is one of the pots on the entrance. I'm thinking about thinning out that ivy. It's starting to look a little chunky over there. And we have sweet potato vines and more silver falls. I like the way that silver falls just goes straight down. And the Mandevilles, she's probably going to tie those up on a trellis to get them at a more uh, vertical habit going on. We have some Dusty Millers here. Those are looking good and frosty. The ice plants, going to be doing updates on that. It's the first time I put one in a pot and grew it, and it seems to be doing well. Because those ice plants, they got to have drainable soil. The Silver Falls, I mean, I just like the way that trails. I like the way potato vines trail too, but they just get so big and out of control. Potato vine, you want to put that in a huge pot. Now the Silver Falls, it just trails straight down, and that's beautiful. We have the polka dot vincas here with the sun patients. All those got good those spaced out on the perimeter. Point of views. Our butterfly chime and flag. And shoot, I am glad that we got this done because I didn't want to be rustling with weeds all summer long. Coming in close on this flag, you see we have the birds on the bird bath. Look at this mulch. Looking to get that out there. It's already making a difference looking at it. Get this thing covered with mulch, and then we can just sit down and take a break. But this little bed here is going to be cute right on the corner of the house. It gets full sun. Everything over here is are full sun plants. Um, Look at this big spinach leaf looking plant. It has a frosty look to it. It's got millions of hairs on it, and the more sun it gets, the frostier. The easy breezy lobularia. Those big frosty leaves really make that red flower come out. We have our mint plants up there in the left corner. Those mosquitoes don't like the mint plants, and I'm glad to have those because every time we come out the back door, we smell mint, and that lobularia together smells heavenly. We have this little bed to mulch, and Janice is showing off some of her mulching techniques. Look at that. Boom. Just dropping it. This bed will be done before you know it. We got some good spreadable mulch here, not many big sticks in it, and it's spreading out nicely. So I know some people don't like red mulch, but hey, it is beautiful with these plants. It brings the colors out, makes these leaves look glossier. And when we mulch, we don't mulch right up to the plant. We leave plenty of room for growth, and we leave a margin there for air to get through, and moisture won't build up on the stem of the plants. Beautiful. Look at that. Yes. Okay. This bed is almost done. We did a pretty good job of not spilling any on the grass. And it's early in the morning, and the ice plants haven't even opened up yet. They're starting to open up, but when they do, you get a nice silver dollar sized petals, and they are silky and shiny. Janice is fine tuning the mulch and getting it nice and smooth. I took the weed eater around the edge and got a nice sharp edge on it. And look at that mulch. Just throwing it out there. I mean, this mulch really spreads nicely. Okay, step back and look at this. Look at that. Look at that edge. Nice and sharp. And we're putting the final touches on it. Look at this pot again. I spilled a little mulch on the plants. Got to shake that off. Nice flag there. It's got hydrangeas in it with the birds. That's going to be beautiful when we get all this finished. Look at those colors in there. The red, blue, and the yellow. It goes good with the bed. The season of plants that are there. And she's putting the last few handfuls of mulch on this edge. The edge needs to be built up a little bit. And she grabs a handful and just spreads it out. Everything on this corner is full sun. These ice plants are full sun. Trying to get this camera to focus. And I have them in a pot with good drainable soil. The vincas are full sun. The sun patients, I mean, obviously they're full sun. They're called sun patients. And we have the Silver Falls up there in the left top corner of the screen. And she's fine tuning this mulch. This mulch is very nice. Like what I'm seeing, the bed is turning out really nice. Really nice. So as we step back and look at it, even with the drain there, this looks good. So got that out of the way. Every time I mulch a bed, I just think about is less weeds to worry about pulling. You don't have to worry about watering as much. And looking at these pots on the entrance to the backyard, they're doing good. We have this Mandeville here with the pink and the yellow throat. I have a few more blooms to open. The silver falls and the potato vine to the right. We have the Dusty Miller up here and a Vinca. All of these plants are full sun. So this whole corner of the house is full sun. The sun just goes directly over this pot and out to the lake. I know I said it about 4 times, but we're going to be using Silver Falls more. I hope that the nurseries have it again next year because that's going to be our trailer. Seems to be doing pretty good. And over here to the left, we have the ivy, the Dusty Miller, Vinca, and Mandeville. The Vinca is the white flower to the right. And you can't really see the bloom on the Mandeville right now, but I'm thinking about thinning out some of that ivy. So going back to the bed that we just finished, looking at it from this angle, nice. We're just checking for thin spots or any dirt that may be showing up. Another look at the ice plants. Wow. If I could just get it to focus. There we go. Look at that. And there's a lot of blooms that have to open on that. And we're going to be looking forward to seeing that fill out. So this is our little simple bed. And we move right on over to the fire pit. We have coleus over here and sun patience with the serrated leaf. The pure white sun patience. Um, are these Thailand Giants, Janice, on around the fire pit? Thailand Giants. We got a few weeds to pull. I already came through with the claw and chopped up the dirt, so the weeds are coming up easy. We have coleus here. Um, Doing close-ups because I don't want you to see how many weeds are out here, but we are going to get rid of them and get this mulch down. Look at this splashed up coleus. Beautiful. I love the way that looks. Looks like somebody just took a paintbrush and just tapped all over it. You see the mulch on standby. We got that waiting. And these geraniums on the end over here, we just put those in the ground just to keep them alive. And they were doing good there, so we just left them. And a little fine tuning, a little pruning, and those are going to be pushing out blooms like crazy all summer. So these are the plants that are out here. We have the vincas, sun patience, and coleus, Thailand giant elephant ears, and we have the pots. And we just wanted the fire pit to look nice around the, around the front edge of it because it was up off of the ground. So as we filled it in to level it out, we went ahead and put some plants in on the front to dress it up a little bit. Then we have another one of those different types of Dusty Miller with the big leaf, millions of hairs on it that get frostier the more sun it gets. And Janice is getting the last few weeds out with her claw. We have the creeping Jenny on these pots along with the Silver Falls and the Mandeville. Look at all those blooms that haven't opened. Trying to show you what it looks like down here, the detail down in the throat of this plant. It's like sunshine coming out of that thing. We got that big leaf there. The tricycle, we're going to be putting some plants in the back of that. And let me see how this one looks down in the. If I could just get the camera to focus on the detail in here. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. The sun is up, and it's you get different perspectives when you look at it. But look at that. Look at that flower down in there. Look at that. Beautiful. That is beautiful. And we have some creeping Jenny here. Some clovers trying to invade. I'm gonna have to pull that out. These are some of the little things that will slow your plants up from growing because clover, I mean, that is a nutrient hog and also it's root competition. So with creeping Jenny not getting as much water, it'll grow slower with that clover growing with it. Neither one of them are getting any water now because this pot hasn't been watered, but it will get watered today. So I'm going to pull out these clovers, and you see that the creeping Jenny has a golden color to it. Still doing good. It's able to handle that full sun. And the geraniums back there with that red, they are drought tolerant. We got this leaf here on the Thailand Giant. We got these weeds that we're getting out. And it was a lot worse than this. We have really gotten most of them out, and we're getting the last few. Here's another multicolor coleus. We have the deep red coleus here. Look at that. With the chartreuse edges around the leaves. And got the vincas there. I really like this splashed up coleus. It's nice. None of these had any tags. I'm going to have to figure out what the names of them are. But we're going to go ahead and drop this mulch. Going to get this mulch down and just showing you a few of my spreading techniques. Look at that. Yes, indeed. It already looks better. Just dropping that mulch in between these plants. And when I go through, I want to get a consistent anywhere from 2 to 3 inches. And in some spots like where the plants are, yeah, I'm gonna say the mulch is a consistent 2 inches all the way through. I'll just keep an eye on the weeds. See, it's on an incline, and I don't want it to wash out into the yard. So we're keeping it at like 2 inches, and just looking at it, it looks better already. I do not want to have to deal with a lot of weeds this year, so we're gonna get it done. Show you this technique. I'm gonna grab a handful and just drop it between the plants. Look at that. And that spread there. Boom. Watch this. We have the drain on this corner here because I have pea gravel around the fire pit, and I don't want this thing to fill up with water and just wash rocks out into the yard. So we have this drain on the corner to drain the water out from the bottom of the fire pit. So as we go around with this mulch and get these weeds under control, and we get to enjoy the assorted plants in here. I didn't want to add any more because a lot of this stuff's going to get big. The coleuses are going to get big, and we don't want it to be cluttered. So on the last turn here, I'm going to drop some more mulch. looking at it, making sure there's no weeds. And look at that. I throw backwards on this technique here with 2 handfuls of mulch. And I'm spilling a little bit on the grass. And I do the edges. And it just shows you that it brings out the foliage in your plants. This is just another backyard project that we got done. Another thing checked off the list, and I'm just glad to know that I don't have to deal with weeds as much with this, and the plants require less water because the mulch will hold that water in, and we make sure that we don't mulch up against the plants. Yep, just a quick look at what's going on with this. We're going to have updates so you can see how big the plants are getting. And we have our solar lights out. They're ready to go. They look beautiful at night. I may have some night footage. Janice is going to cut off this spent leaf, get that out of the way so the more energy could be directed to the rest of the plant. And continuing to mulch. See, this leaf here just flapped out. Hasn't completely rolled out, but it's going to be huge. I'm trying to show you a reference of my hand. Look at that. They're big already. These are the Thailand Giant, and they are going to be huge. Every year we try to get all of our plants in before it gets hot, and for 2 reasons. I don't want to be out in the heat dealing with the plants, and number 2, it gives them time to get established so that they can thrive and get the best performance. Check out our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and look, make sure that you check out our other videos. We're going to be doing updates on this bed so you can see how big the plants get and what works out and what doesn't. And I know for a fact that we've used a lot of these plants already, and with the spacing, they're going to get huge, and we're going to enjoy them. I'm glad that you were able to, if you enjoyed this video and you like content like this, let us know what you think. What are you doing with your Thailand Giants? And tips and tricks, let us know. I'm open for suggestions. This is what we have going on around our fire pit. I like what I'm seeing. Let me know what you're doing with your fire pit or your Thailand Giants, and we can trade some ideas. We're gonna put plants in the back of that tricycle. That's gonna be for another video. And Janice is finishing up, fine tuning where I just, she's smoothing out what I did earlier. I like when she does the details. A lot of people, that's what sets us apart from other people, is the detail in the work. And we are dropping it. This mulch is wonderful. It brings out the colors of the plants, and glad to be using it. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know when our videos are being posted. I hope this was useful to you. Enjoy your day. I'm glad Janice was out here helping me with this because I'd be nowhere near finished. So now all we have to do is just keep this watered and enjoy the beauty. Look at that red. That red really pops. It is truly a relief to see that mulch down because I know that I will not be struggling with weeds, and it looks good, and That's one more thing checked off the list. We're going to add a few more geraniums and keep it watered.